What up, world? I got this Game album, the documentary 2. This is first album since Jesus Peace came out, because I don't really count that Year of the Wolf shit he did, because I always thought that was a like a compilation album with all his boys from his Blood Money label. This is a 2-disc album, and first off, let me say the game is childish as fuck, because like a normal 2-disc album, 2 discs, 1 case, 1 release date. This dude did 2 discs, 2 cases, 2 separate release dates. He pulled a Nelly with Sweat and Suit, but went a step further and gave them motherfuckers different release dates. And I'm still already thrown off by CDs coming out on Friday, so it fucked me up. And then he got one of these motherfuckers, the documentary 2, and then he got another one of these motherfuckers, the documentary 2.5. And you see how they different rags and shit, different rag colors, different gang colors, if you will. I would have said, this is the documentary 2, the Bloods disc. This is documentary 2, the Crips disc. But nah, he had to say 2.5. Let me talk about disc 1 first. I liked it, but it's sketchy at the same time. It starts off and it's dope, man. I like the track with Kendrick Lamar. I like the track with I like the track right after that where he bites the shit out of Biggie's flow. And then I like the track with Dr. Dre, and then I like that Standing on Ferrari shit. And then I like the next couple tracks after that. But once you get to Circles, and once you get to that Uncle skit, I'm done. That's where the album lost me. Cause I hate, like, both albums combined. The skits are horrible. The skits are fucking dookie. I like that Bitch You Ain't Shit track, and then Summertime is dope. And then I like that he kept Kanye on the hook, which is dope, cause Kanye ain't spit a dope verse since 2009, and it just would have brought that track down. Surprisingly, I liked the Drake track. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be on some soft girly shit, and it wasn't. The track with Snoop and will.i.am and Fergie at the end, it's called L.A., but I don't like how they ended their verses, because it works for Game. He sound from that la 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 la, something in my Impala, something like that, and then Snoop said Cadillac car, and then whoever was after that, if it was will.i.am, I guess, he said me and my fancy car or something. And it did. I don't think it worked for the other two. Q-Tip was wasted. Overall, man, production solid. Game is still rapping like Game always does, in the same type of way Game always does. I feel like it suffers from them weak ass skits, and then from like Game just beating you over the head. Like he done. I don't know why, man, but he got so many references and so many like shout outs. That's on Bloods. That's on Bloods. That's on Bloods. Like, Game, like, we known you a Blood for 10 years since the first documentary came out. Like, you ain't got to remind us every 5 lines that you claiming. Okay, disc 2, documentary 2.5, if you will. I like how he was Sway, and he opens up this album explaining the whole G-Unit shit. But he didn't like say anything that I didn't know already. I knew about 50 at the radio station saying that Game was out of G-Unit. Game going to the radio station with his boys, and there's some crazy shit popping off. But it could have just been that. Like, he didn't have to end it with dudes rolling up on him and putting on all this theatricality and show. And it brought the skit down for me. But this is still the best skit on both discs combined. The Nas track is dope. The Scarface track is dope. The Lil Wayne track is dope for the same reason that I like the Kanye track on disc 1, because he didn't let Wayne get a verse. He kept Wayne to the chorus. But he fucking wasted John Connor, though, man. John Connor should have had a verse on the track that he was on. He was at the beginning of that track for like 3 seconds, and it was like they was making a movie or something. It was another skit at the beginning of a song, but You had John Connor in a skit, man. Like, fucking use John Connor for his talents rapping, man. John Connor is a beast, man. John Connor is the future. The sex skit is another horrible skit. Like, don't nobody, man. Don't not one of Game's male fans want to hear Game fucking. And it's always got to be a bitch that's talking shit. And, like, I don't know if every chick that Game be smashing, like, talk shit to him and they be fighting, like, literally throwing shit, throwing punches, throwing items, whatever crazy bitches in the kitchen be throwing. Like, man, that skit was unnecessary, man. Most of the skits are unnecessary. Like, if you can't make good skits, man, if you can't make no ludicrous word of mouth skits, don't use that shit, man. Like, don't do skits. Speaking of ludicrous, man, I don't think that Game worked with DJ Quick as well as he could have, man. I think Ludacris used DJ Quick way better. I'm brushing over what I like about these CDs, and I'm going into detail about what I don't like, and that's not what I'm really trying to do, man. I really like that he did another Like Father Like Son, had his kids on there, had his kids rapping on there. That shit was cool. Used the exact same chorus for Busta Rhymes, but it sounded like Busta came in and added a little bit to it. And then Life, man, the end track I thought was dope. Man, in closing, man, I would say horrible skits, way too many features. Um, as far as John Connor and as far as Q-Tip, man, some dope ass lyricists got wasted. But then as far as Lil Wayne and Kanye, it was dope that Game only kept him on the chorus. Game is still spitting. He's not fell off at all. I hated Jesus Peace, but this is Game's best shit since. It's not saying much because it was just 3-4 years ago. This is Game's best shit since the Red album. Like, I know I just did it, but I hate when motherfuckers say this is his best shit since this, but this was just 2 albums ago. So he had one iffy project, but then he got right. So in my opinion, man, I would say that the documentary 2.5, whatever, is dope. If you a Game fan, check it out, definitely. Aside from, you know what I'm saying, like, every Game album since Doctor's Advocate has had flaws, because in my opinion, the documentary is perfect. It's a classic. Rank Game discography, I would say documentary, maybe LAX, then Advocate, then documentary 2, then Red Album, or Red Album, then documentary 2, then Jesus Peace. I think in a couple weeks, I think Jeezy got a new album coming out. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna review that a week after it come out. Give me a time to marinate it, process that shit. Other than that, man, like I always say, man, I have no idea what's coming out because rap hip hop releases are so far and few between now, man. So I just grab what I can when I can get it. Find me on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that noise, man. Peace.